morning, guys. Lebitso la ka ke nna Joseph Tumahole. Ke tsamayela Tswane Malatsi. Our other member, which is Ayo today, ke Thato Maseko.
Okay, so what do you do exactly in Aec Wang?
Okay, now Joseph Tumahole. I'm a creative designer at Aec Wang. I'm a founder at Aec Wang. And also, I can say I did get into the printer and so forth because I did creative field I go AEC.
Okay, so what about you though?
Okay, my name is Kitwabi, as he said, and I do the admin part, But I'm the guy behind actually, in terms of social media, making sure they get into interviews, making sure they post, making sure the orders are out in time.
Minister of
Finance, so
publication.
So I do all those marketing, all those things. So
okay, that's amazing. So why the name Aec Wang?
Okay, Aec Wang, I can say it's a thing we school, me and Tswabi, because we are the first founders. I think we started at grade 10. So it was a thing of saying, what can we do to win? What is it to win and stand out there? So me and him came this thing. Do you know this Ace card?
The what?
Ace card.
Yeah, Ace of Spades.
Yeah, from the deck of cards. So we took it as a category e wila di game tse dingata from any game e re tsebang. Okay, if we can take this ace and try to revamp it, but then the one part is not the China and say Japanese and
okay, so where exactly does the Wang part come from?
The one part is the thing Wang Tola, Wang Tuara. It's a thing I bua in a weekend. Wake up, I didn't know Wang Tuara, so we decided instead of creating more like a language see people will think we decided to it's a Tenya or international brand one to so
okay, so let me get this for a person who's probably dyslexic, AEC reads out ace actually.
That's fine. That's right.
Because I'm like getting when you say ace of like the ace of spades, I'm like no man. Then I took a look at them and I'm like, oh gosh, this is ace, but the misspelled version of it.
This is where I come in the creative part, which is I think I'm stylistic, like you say, but banally those kind of conditions. This is where I come into a creative and turn it. But where else at meaning at to say this have to make sense to people. You can't write things tailoring, they don't make sense. Go back and
okay, yes. So would you guys mind telling me how was it when you guys first created either your first jacket or the first print, and reaction from the people when you first came out and like, okay, we've been saying we're designers, but you know what, this is the hard copy product of what we've been preaching to you guys?
It was exciting at the first go because we color this thing and then you put it out there. It's an excitement, but obviously feedback is different. It don't be what you expect because some are positive, some are negative. But obviously we got motivated to say, okay, we take the two responses which are positive and negative, but we're using it as a positive to say, let's keep going, let's try again, because not everyone's gonna like everything that we do. It was like the first time doing it, so it was a great experience, and the feedback built us to be where we are today.
Okay, that's interesting. So I heard Oh, I saw. No, I read
Oh.
that you guys also participated in a fashion event in Mpumalanga, which actually aired on ETV. So, was that your first major event? Or if it was, how was the experience? And if it wasn't your first major event that you've tried as a brand, do you also mind giving me, the backstory around the first event that you guys had as a brand?
I would say, okay, starting from the first event we had, it was from Fashion Capital, which is nearly the best event or experience you can ever experience as first designers or new designers coming in. But from that point to maybe saying we got a chance to display our clothes core authenticity, it was one of those big things we never thought of. We see our clothes go Santin City Mall. So that Santin City Mall got us an opportunity to showcase from Mpumalanga Fashion Week ETV. So I would say in Tsotengata, we will not take it lightly, because if you do this thing, you will allow another opportunity to another doors. So I won't say this is the biggest event or this is the smallest event we ever did, but I would say this is one of the events tse lo reng di re bulela ditsela ho ya ko pele.
Yes, because there were other events, maybe if I could also mention, because the first one is it was Fashion Capital, and then there was the Satin City, there was the ETV, which was shot in Mpumalanga for the documentary called Changemakers. That was playing on ETV. So those were like, I would say the major ones, but we became regular at Fashion Capital because we built a relationship with them to say, we're new designers, and they're always open doors for us to come and say, if you have a new collection to drop, we go to them and then we drop it. So it was one of those experiences, good learnings as well, because it shows us the business side of the fashion industry. We also meet other fashion designers who get to learn, get to see, okay, how do I position ourselves in the media space, using the media as advertising and also putting our brand out there.
Okay, so would you consider yourself now as an established brand because of all the events that you worked with, and like you said, now you guys have been continuously working with Fashion Capital? So do you think of yourself as a well-established brand or a brand that is still yet to make its strides?
Okay. I think that one is very simple to say. We are still growing. This is a path where we are still growing till we reach maybe a point we'll see, oh, okay, this is fully established in the form of we can hire people from maybe Kasi, we can hire anyone in here to come and join our family as Aec Wang. But for now, I would say we are still growing, because these are the aspects or things still build down or they be established as a brand. You can't be established maybe day one, according to me, but your moves or actions get on at it right now. Ube sure this is where I am established, I'm fully can at everything or whatsoever.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, Mr. Social Media, Mr. Minister of Finance. So, on the socials, how have been people receiving your clothing and your brand, and on so far? Because right now, let's be honest, we live in a very socially dominated era where if you're not moving it on social media and you're not pushing it, then you ain't doing nothing. Even if financially you are made, but because it's not doing anything on socials, you basically just like literally 1 foot inside. So when it comes to the social media side of the business, do you think you guys have like captured or have connected enough with the audience that is there that you literally cannot connect with on a daily basis?
Yeah, we have connected, but I think it needs a little bit of improvement, obviously, because you need to adapt to new things. you need to adapt to new equipment, because social media also you need to partner with other people as well to help you in terms of social media, because yes, you might do it alone and think you're doing it correctly, but to find out actually not, there's some missing aspects and parts, but slowly it's going there. But obviously we're working on strategies on how to elevate and change and adapt to the new things that are happening, because we see influencers are a big thing, social media videos, reels. So those are like the big things that we need to concentrate on in terms of taking from where we are to where we want to be in terms of social media and people in general knowing us and being in people's mouth when they see us or they don't see us, but we go to social media able to come across us. So even your advertising, your boosting, all those things. So those are some of the strategies that we're working on this year, actually, because they are part of the marketing strategies that we do have for the year.
Okay, so I heard you speak about basically working with different people in the social media aspect, right? So how has that have had a good impact on the business side in terms of like getting orders or maybe getting new people to come in and say, Ish, do you mind me being a brand ambassador and the kind of stuff, or would you style me? How has a collaboration in terms of different people and their social media status helped the brand grow?
It does help, because we've once worked with Khabo, the artist. He acts, he's a DJ, does a lot of things in the entertainment industry. So we did style him in some of the events that he goes to. So from him already, because he has that audience, they come in for others. So it has helped in terms of having some few orders coming in to us, using that collaboration with him, because it's not only him, there's other guys, there's Hugo, there's Ayanda, Cody, Mankabinde. So there's other people that we've worked with, which has helped in terms of people buying some of our products, and obviously the sales increasing a little bit from those partnerships that we have with these influential people. So it does help.
Okay, that's very nice. So now let's talk about the finance department, Mr.
Yeah.
So far, have you ever had a cash flow problem where you had like a big order and then the books are not balancing in terms of getting material and then obviously paying the people that obviously help you guys to do the stitches and stuff? How have you guys navigated a situation like that if you found yourself in it?
We haven't found ourselves in a bigger one, but obviously everyone goes through that's the struggle. But you learn from your mistakes, Also, we have other people that mentor us, There's Brakep, who's part of the Soweto tourism. He once told us that for us, for finances to be well or to be organized, we need to hand everything to the bank to help us in terms of the finances, because the bank knows very well how the finances work. So since that advice, we're using it, so it's helping us now to make better decisions than before. Where the money is in, but it's not balancing because it's short on the material. Somewhere the money was in, balancing well. Somewhere maybe the money was short. So, but from that advice from Upcycled, I think it has helped us to change how we look at finances and how we go about in terms of finance.
How was that? Let's have a bank. Because as black people, like, when they're like, no, put your money in the bag. So I can go, like, oh, what matter thing,
It's a thing of maybe admin. If it's a admin, yeah, I think you're able to tap by the admin, the administrator, and your other things. Because if you want to do the total of only one, you might end up chelete ka mo matraseng e fela ka mo poroto.
Because even though as black, yes, we have that thing, right? Chelete matras, everything. Now we had the same idea, but because of how they explain to us or everything handled, because yes, we have access to the money in the bank and everything. Just that when they've put systems that they are working. They're already they are strict into order. If they say debit order goes there, it goes there. I told you like matras where you be able to say, everything born, are
Nyana mo e tla busetsa. Oh, but it's all mara ke 50 first. Are ke tlipa.
balance. But at least when it's at a bank, the system, so then you can't bypass them.
Okay, so have you ever guys thought about collaborating with different other brands in terms of, I don't know, style or influence? For example, let's say maybe somebody comes and say, okay, you guys do the pants and the jackets. Me, for once, I'll do the shirts.
Yeah,
So have you ever thought about such collaborations? Because I heard that in the world of fashion, that's how you sometimes also grow your brand.
we did some of maybe the brand it's in regular collaborator even though maybe we still open to collaborate with other brands. For the first one, we did like SMK, it's a brand denim, which is Leona Neresha denim, but we had a thing of saying they would put their thing maybe signature, then Ona maybe just the design, but Ona they would put their signature on top and so. But it's a thing of saying we are always open to work with another designers or brands just so we can learn a thing or two from them. They can learn a thing or two from us.
Okay, so I'm gonna head over to our YouTube channel, right? So we have a comment from our favorite viewer, our favorite brother, Uhekta Takalani. Ati, as the brand, what are the outcomes and lows with owning the brand?
Oh,
Well, actually, there's two questions. So I'll ask this one first and then ask the other one. What are the outcomes? So basically the positive side of owning the brand, and then the lows, meaning the disadvantages of some of the negativity that comes with owning a brand.
okay.
Okay. Okay, I'll go to the negative maybe first. The negative of us is access to market. That's one. Obviously, the other one is clientele, and also managing the business as a whole, because there's a lot of things. You know, sometimes you need to delegate some of the things because you can't do everything yourself. You know, and then obviously for you to outsource, you need obvious funds. So if you're able to scale the sales to go up, then you're able to hire someone to say they're able to handle maybe social media, maybe I just handle the admin, someone handles that certain department. So those could be like the lows that we, challenges that we're facing, but we're working towards them. But obviously the positive is being able to see the product that we had imagined being out there in the market, and people wearing it and enjoying it and giving you feedback to say, I love what I'm wearing, what you've done for me. So those could be like the positives from owning the brand.
Guys, I hope you heard that. Sometimes making your thought come to life is one of the best things ever, because not everything needs to live in your head. It all needs to come out, breathe, so that you can see that even if I push this, is it gonna fly or is it gonna flop? But anyway, and that's like some very positive outcomes, right? So we also have another comment from Uhekta Takalani Ati. As growing the brand, what are the challenges that you made, and what steps do you make to make sure you stay on top of the game?
Okay, I think I would say, will you repeat that?
Ari, as a growing brand,
Yeah.
what are the challenges that you made, and what steps did you take to make sure that you stay on top of your game?
Okay, challenges can change every day, can change, but what can I say? It's always find a thing ya ho okabitsa the customer ka yona. Do not focus on maybe one thing in form of maybe focus on posting your work, go Facebook or Insta or you just have to be like abroad. You have to uspane on socials, you have to uspane face to face. Then from that challenge is how to the customer, but by doing so is maybe taking the shortcut or we confront the challenge. Okay, if I go face to face formula, ke thola batho ba jwang. If I go ka social media ke thola batho ba jwang. But what can I say, it's discipline ke yona e nkang dintho kaofela, because without discipline never re grow. But with discipline ke yona ntho e re etsang hore we can keep on re kgotlelle and re go pele.
Ba re ga o sa tshware thipa mo bokaleng o tla ithola o ntse o latlhegile fela yalo. So would you guys also mind explaining basically the inspiration behind your design concept? Okay, for example, what's the inspiration behind this jacket?
Okay, this one is very simple. Kimono shirt, which is inspired by a anime called Naruto. We usually watch the animation, so it happened with me and Tato. We share animation that much, and we say, "Talk, let's bring this into life," because being everyone into illusion of visual. So I think we dress Sakura, yes, Sakura. We dress Sakura and Camela like a floral signature here and embroidery. This one was inspired and done by Mini Katola, just to compliment Tori. It's Katola fella, and to say kimono shirt fella, we don't want that to go ahead.
I decided to give it a bit of a
Anyane fela.
Anyane fela.
Mo fele plomo lena a ke le batho.
O ka re se khale motho tlo bona kimono ya 19 mo.
So by continuing, re na le a great t-shirt that complements color ya denim ya rona a black, which is this is the most outfit e lo reng re ka advise motho o tswana le rona, as in like le Bojwa, the hot money, le Mamvi. Yes, because it complements our kaofela. It's a working suit actually. It's not maybe suit
It's like a stylish suit.
But I can take it as a working suit.
So basically it's semi-formal.
Yes,
semi-formal.
Okay, so I see there's a print on the shirt. So what's the inspiration behind that print?
That print, it's our logo, ne?
It's the logo. It's not I'm looking at I can see the beard.
Yeah, the beard. Because all of us have the beard, and then of us it's the skull, then there's the hair. So it's just us.
So all of you got goatees.
Yeah.
We've got goatees.
So let's keep getting goatees. Okay.
And we all had dreads, so that's where it is very coming.
Yeah, back then in high school.
Yeah.
Back then in high school,
I don't
we used to have the
but yeah. But yeah,
something
still there.
Okay, so what's the inspiration behind this jacket here?
Okay, the jacket was done by recycled material. So
you guys upscaled?
Yes, we upscaled. So in this situation, we decided to waste the material and throw away the off-cut. So we decided, okay, what can we do? Maybe something a nice, just to complement anyone over Kenya. Something maybe if over Kenya or Papo is stylish. We can never say or recycling or wrong. We just have to put it in a manner of adding the stitches that detail orange kamudi to say most
I'm kind of blind. I thought it was light green.
Yeah, it's lime or whatever, but it's orange according to me.
Oh, so you're the one who's kind of blind.
So usually in terms of the jacket, we don't do those normal jackets. You'll find the stitches on the inside. And what. So sometimes we try to really decorate the stitch outside to complement maybe some of pocket there, so we can see the inner.
Out of curiosity, must keep about that school's battle. It is Wang.
Yeah, this is a safety pocket. Usually we do safety pockets. You can see this one here around to say.
Because that other side.
Re kgathetse ke lona le re la utswetswa la hopiwa or ntho. So in a way in a style le yona to say okay use for a certain thing how ya Joburg Pascal to help.
Yeah, because it's gonna take a long time for them to actually dig inside my pocket. You need to hold me first and actually go in there before you can take anything.
So it's not just stylish, in a safety also.
Because basically this is what we, our jackets are like that, and then this kimono. So this is our product, it's already produced in most cases. So you won't find a normal denim jacket.
Oh, so we have the high in demand jackets here.
Yes, so we don't use the usual ones. So that's why this is the main designs that we have.
Okay.
Yes, we do other new things that we introduce, but these are our main designs.
Okay, so for example, have you ever had a client come to you and say, okay, I want you guys to design a jacket, ne? Mara, I also have a thought of how I want that jacket to be designed. Extra unique. Your jackets are unique, there, guys, but I want it to be extra. Have you ever had that?
In most cases, I would say we are bragging or something, but I would say some of the jackets are naturally they usually mind-blowing to people. Sometimes we might jacket and the person say dog gave out maybe answer deposit so I think if you can come in that manner to us to say give to us or and not ours, it will be a challenge when it because you'll be killing our style number one, you'll be killing our brand number two. Because I think Otabotlaka idea maybe exist, it may come back and backstab us.
Okay, so what if, for example, they say that, okay, I like this jacket, but I like to incorporate a few other pieces. Can you also do that, customize it to what they want?
Yes, we do customize to what they want, but obviously that's a different fee for that, because that's yours.
It's a
collab in that manner. If I can maybe elaborate to say I can work like a stylist how and maybe working on top of our style. So in that manner I prefer if we come for contracting since at me and me when the contract they are the collab and say read and sign if we're sharp then we'll come and talk.
Oh, so that means that if I come and I say I want this jacket, but I want to add a bit of ta here, there, so it means that you could possibly make that jacket for me, and if you have anybody that wants it, you could also put it into production. Okay, no, that's very nice. Hey man, how? Hey, because that's like a very strategic way of thinking of it.
We don't want to reconcile you coming with your lawyers and say, this is my style.
Yeah, because safety comes first, especially when you deal with legalities. So, what's happening with those pants? I'm just wondering. So what's the whole inspiration with this? How many pockets do you have here?
It's four. Just four. This is my regular pants. Any pants to little and you can whether blue, black
Did
or
you
white.
just say regular?
You'll find originally double pockets here, not here.
A regular way, exactly, out of curiosity.
My regular way.
Because I think I've never seen anybody wearing these pants. Doesn't say like regular way, exactly.
This is what I usually advise. If you actually get something like this, you'll find me wearing something with ropes. We have plenty of clothes with ropes, pants with ropes, jacket with ropes, laying up.
Wait, let me see your pants.
So,
okay.
So you got the rope pants.
Yeah, the rope pants.
But why the pocket and the knee?
Yeah.
It's a signature.
Yeah, this pocket, yeah. Because our pockets must lie here.
It's a signature.
So we took the back pocket to here and then we replaced it with the brown one here, which complements these robes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very creative. Because also see, we also have like other pants here.
Yeah,
So you also
yeah,
mind taking those? Let's see what those pants are all about. So you can also show the people who see even the pants are also
Yes,
pretty
okay.
amazing.
These are the current design that we're going with, the new pants.
Your
that we
normal
have.
pants, if you're gonna come and say, I'm looking for a normal pen, no extra pockets or whatsoever.
So normally this is like your normal clean cut
Yes, in
Then
cut.
pants.
with the inseam pockets. This is not like your
Short pockets,
you see what pocket. This is the inseam pocket, which make it different from
They look
other
like my size.
other pens. You see.
No, they look like my
Your
size.
size.
Oh.
They look like my size. And I'm like, look, I'm like, no, but girl,
It's your
you can
size.
fit in those.
Yeah.
Because also in this design, we wanted to accommodate people who want just the normal wear. You know, they don't want these extra things that we do because our design are very extra and very creative. So we said let's also accommodate those who
The
just want
normal
simple.
ones.
Okay. So if a person wants, let's say maybe there's like a person is like, you know what, guys, I like your designs, ne? But for me, I feel like I can't afford them.
Okay.
But I am all for your designs. Would you consider me taking me on as an ambassador or something like that? If you were to take somebody besides, obviously you guys are your own brand ambassadors. But if you were to take on somebody as an ambassador for the brand, what would you consider, or what's the criteria or requirements of somebody to actually become your own brand ambassador?
Mostly I would say, if you are an artist like us, whether musician, poet, whether you are in a platform.
Oh, by the way, I'm asking for me.
Oh, you're asking for yourself. Okay, if you are, plus you are like us artists, I don't think it's a big deal because it's a thing of saying, whenever you're wearing our clothes, you'll be showing it to the public. But in terms of if I'm just nobody, I'm liking it, I would prefer to go reset for that day on to awareness self for how we appear whatever we read, because you don't have the masses come around like you have your masses when someone how appear something would come in. Where did you take this? In fact, you look different, you look nice and whatsoever. But if you are a business person like us, I don't think it's a hesitation or appeal.
It's all about sitting down and talking and having an agreement to say how we're gonna go about it. Because the criteria maybe could be the audience that we have, obviously brand alignment as well. You know, you need to be aligned with what we do because you can't be far from each other. Because you know, customers see when things are not aligned, when the brand and the influence are not aligned. It does show, so it needs to have that brand alignment. So yeah, it could be that criteria, but the rest we can talk about it. You know, just sit down, have a conversation, and have a contract to say how we're gonna go about it in terms of the marketing. How do we gonna dress you? How many times? All those things, and when we're gonna dress you.
Okay, nice. That's very beautiful, eh? So, if anybody wants to get orders from you guys, or they literally want to come to any upcoming event that you have, can you kindly please give us your social media handles? And if you guys do have a WhatsApp number for people who want to contact you in terms of placing orders, would you also kindly please give that out?
Okay, on all social media pages, it's Ace Wang, which is AEC WANG. That's all the social media pages. Then Instagram it's _Wang, and then Twitter same thing. Twitter it's one word, Ace Wang, and then on WhatsApp it's 068 567 1127.
Can you kindly please repeat that number?
567 1127, and then you also have an email which is aecwang03@gmail.com. That's where they can get us. And also we have an event that is coming on the 3rd of May. We're hosting an event called Wang Up Market, where we'll have like your other designers showcasing your stalls, your performances at our studios in Naledi. on the 3rd of May 2025. So we really invite everyone, to come through to support us. We are doing this. We also want to build a community of creatives, growing together to create this big movement that's going to not help us, but even the others that wants to come into fashion, to music, and all those things. So your support is really appreciated if you can come through on the 3rd of May 2025.
Thank you guys for pulling through. I hope you guys had a fantastic day to Konalatina with Ace Wang. That's Aec Wang, not ACE.
Yes.
So remember, it's Aec Wang. And I also hope that if you're sitting around Konalapale, Town, you're also going to pull through on the 3rd of May and also get to go to the Wang market and see all the different collaborations that will be happening there from different designers and including Aec Wang. So guys, right now we're going to head over to a quick egg break, and after that it's back to Mweketsi Waimane.